You should have used PVA supports. Okay, fancy pants, Rich McGee. Actually, all jokes aside, PVA supports would have made more sense. But what are PVA supports? Well, it's not to be confused with PVB that I talk a lot about here as well, which can be vapor smooth with the isopropyl alcohol. In theory, PVA should dissolve completely. A few months back, I had run an experiment with a variety of different filaments to see what type of filament was the easiest support material to remove. And in those experiments, I did test PVA. One observation of running PVA is that there was a ton of stringing. But if a support could be dissolved in water, it would make sense that it would be highly susceptible to humidity. And since this material is ultimately getting removed anyway, I guess it doesn't really matter if it's uglier than a hairless cat. Now, if I'm being honest, when I first heard about dissolving supports, I assumed it would be similar to pop rocks in the sense that they would dissolve almost instantly. Yeah, well, that's not the case. According to the World Wide Web, it says that PVA supports can take anywhere from hours to days to dissolve. And after my print runs for 65 hours, who the hell's got time for that? But whatever, I got this vase of hot water and waited patiently. I let the print sit for 24 hours until I finally decided to remove the supports, and at this point, they were gummy, but definitely not dissolved. While I was able to get the majority of the supports removed, it did leave a fair amount of debris behind and attached to the print. But partially in the name of science and partially out of my sheer laziness, I decided to take all those supports and just put them back in the vase of water. Every day for almost 2 weeks, I would stir the vase to agitate the supports inside. And guess what? They never actually dissolved. So I don't know, did I just get a bad batch of PVA? Are my expectations of PVA too high? And did we ever actually land on the moon?